Hey, what's up, guys? Here today to talk to you guys about transformations. This is once again really easy stuff. I mean, y'all, this is crazy how like y'all are ending the year learning probably like the easiest stuff that you'll be learning all year. All right, so well, minus like the surface area stuff that we just went over. All right, let's get into transformations here. All right, so for transformations, all this really is you're taking coordinates on a plane and then you are sliding them. Well, transformations means a lot of different things. The one that we're going to focus on today is translation, which is just sliding and moving points around on a graph. You know how to plot points on a graph, you're Gucci. All right, so let's say, for example, you were given this pre-image, right? The one that we start with is called the pre-image. So you're given this pre-image, and our instructions are to translate it 1 unit to the left. All that means is I'm going to take each one of these points and move it one space to the left. That's it, Mr. Cruz? Yeah, that's literally it. So translating it one to the left, let's go ahead and start with X and Q, right? I moved it one to the left with G and U. Oh, man. And there. And then when I connect the dots, our new image should look like this. That's it. That's really all you're doing. All right, but you will notice here that it says X with an apostrophe, right? That stands for X prime. That's just a way that we can kind of tell, because obviously like on your piece of paper, you're going to be doing this in pencil and stuff like that, right? So I'm not going to be able to see a different color that lets me know that, oh, that's the new image instead of the pre-image. So they put an apostrophe, or they'll sometimes put a number to let us know that that's the one that has been changed. And that the one that doesn't have the apostrophe or a mark or a number next to it is the one that's the original or the pre-image. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, sometimes they're going to hit you with two instructions at once. So in this case, you got to translate it 1 unit to the right and then 2 units down. So one to the right and 2 units down would be right there. So that's where T would go. If I were to do the same thing with E, taking it one to the right and then 2 units down right there. And then the same thing with I, one to the right and 1 unit down. And then when I connect the dots, my new image should look like that. My translation should look like that. This is really easy stuff. Like, I can't emphasize how ridiculously light work this is. All right, this time we are given a list of coordinates, and we are going to plot those coordinates on our graph first and then translate it 5 units up, because you'll notice that U, M, and L don't have a line or an apostrophe next to it. That means that this is the original, and then this is the instructions for what you're going to do after you've plotted it. All right, so let's go ahead and plot it. So there goes U. Because it says -3, -4, I'm starting at my origin. I'm going to the left 3 times, and then I'm going down 4 times. I do the same thing with M. -1 means I go to the left 1, and then I go down 1. And then with L, -2, -5, I'm going to the left 2. Oh, I went too many times. I go to the left 2, and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it should be down here. When I connect the dots, that is what it looks like. However, I still have to translate them all 5 units up. So when we translate it 5 units up with each single dot, this is what our ending image, or our new image, should look like. Because I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing here, and then same thing there. This is it. This is really it. All right. So sometimes you're going to be giving a list of coordinates, and then it's going to tell you that it wants you to translate them 2 units, 1 unit down. So 2 units left, 1 unit down. Now, here is the part that gets kind of tricky, is that with these are different types of operations that we're going to be using. So on our coordinates, on our ordered pairs, the X button, the X button. Gosh, I'm thinking about playing PlayStation right now. All right. The X coordinate lets us know if we're going left or right. The Y coordinates let us know if we're going up or down. If the number is negative, you're going either left or you're going down. If the number is positive, you're either going to the right or you're going up. So we're going to take, so all that means is that we're going to be subtracting 2 from whatever our X value is and subtracting 1 from whatever our Y value is. So from here, I'm doing 0 minus 2, and I'm doing -1 minus 1. what would that be? This is where you could put it into your calculator and you can figure this out for yourself. 0 minus 2, I know is going to be -2, and -1 minus 1 is going to be -2 as well. But I'm doing the same thing with all of these coordinates, right? Because it says 2 units left. That means 2 to the left. Like on a number line, you would go to the left 2. That would mean you're subtracting 2. You're taking away 2. And I'm going 1 unit down, because like on a thermometer, right, when they're measuring temperatures and it says, hey, it went down 1 unit, it means that it subtracted 1. All right, so do the same thing with the rest of them. And once I do that, I now have all the coordinates for my prime, or my new image. And that's it, right? Because I did -2 minus 2 gave me -4. 2 minus 1 gives me 1, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's do this one. Let's do this one together here. All right, so my instructions are 2 units down. So I got to first figure out, is that my X value or is that my Y value? Remember that a Y value tells me if I'm going up or down. So if it's 2 units down, that means that I'm going to be subtracting 2. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold up a second. I'm going to be subtracting 2 for whatever the Y value is. All right. So for my X value, I'm not doing anything. For my Y value, I'm going to be subtracting 2. So from all of these numbers here, I'm going to take away 2. All right. So then D ends up being, I'm not going to write the coordinates like with the D prime thing. But 1 minus 2 is going to be -1. This is going to be -2 and 3. And this is going to be -1 and 2. And this is going to be -1 and 0. All right, that's how you would do this. And then, of course, this I would label this as D prime, A prime, S prime, and so on and so forth. All right, let's see if we can do this last one. This time it's 4 units left, 4 units up. This is my X value. This is my Y value. My X value being 4 units left means that it's going to be -4 to the first number. And then 4 units up means it's going to be +4 to whatever my Y number is, my Y coordinate. All right. And then once I do this, I'm good. So -1 minus 4, this is where you put in your calculator. -1 minus 4 would give me -5. -2 plus 4 would give me a +2. -1 minus 4, we just did this one. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. 0 plus 4 would give me 4. 3 minus 4 would give me -1. And then -3 plus 4 would give me 1. All right. That's all you guys got. Good luck on the assignment. I'll hit you guys up later. Or, well, you hit me. I don't know. Whatever. Peace out. I'll see y'all soon.